Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we received a new 1.5.0 beta and the 1.4.3 move to live. The update is about 4.6 gigabytes and it's a big one. So this is yet another highly anticipated patch, and it includes a lot of single player and multiplayer changes that we have discussed in previous dev talk videos. So I'm going to pretty much make 3 videos today. First one is going to be this one, and it's going to be a quick overlook on the important changes in the patch. It's going to be a much shorter video. The second video will go over the single player changes in depth, and that's going to be a longer video. And the third will also be a longer video, but pretty much going over the multiplayer changes in this patch. So kind of wanted to break it down for you guys, so whatever you guys do want to watch, you guys can, and whatever you don't have time for, you know, I still want you to get the important information out of it. So the link to the new beta patch will be down below if you want to go read it for yourself. So yeah. And like always, I have a script, everything that's being stated on the screen, and all the links, they will all be down below. So let's get to the changes. So single player first. So there's new map mobile trackers. You can now track your parties and armies on the map without being close. So if we go on the map right here, and we zoom back out, as you can see, there's new markers on the map. One for this army right over here, which is our army. Then for our companion parties, as you can see, you can tell exactly where they are on the map. I think this is very, very useful. Next change we have is the Encyclopedia Favorites. You can now favorite encyclopedia items, and they will show up on the top of their respective lists. So if we go to the encyclopedia on our screen right here, we go to, let's say, troops, for example. Let's pick any troop. Let's pick the archer. You can add to bookmarks or favorite it, and then when you go back, it's going to be all the way at the top. So very useful tool. It helps you, obviously keep track of what you need to keep track of, and very good addition. Next, we have pretty much a new pop-up for when you enter hideouts for faster loading. It's similar to what we got with lords on the world map. So whenever you go to a hideout, it's going to load in a lot faster. So if we go on the map right here, let's go to this hideout over here. And as you can see, it loads in a lot faster, just comes into the screen. Usually it took a little bit to load, like 1 or 2 seconds, but now it's almost instant. Next, we have added a tooltip to show players who they will lose relationships with whenever you execute a lord. Alrighty, so there are a couple of bugs in the game currently. Like there's a bug right now where whenever you start a fight, it takes forever to actually get into the fight. So unfortunately, I can't show you guys the tooltip where you will lose relations with whenever you choose to execute a lord, but that should be hotfixed in the next couple of days. Next change, new in-game menu screens for keeps and arenas based on culture and settlements are implemented. So let's go into a castle. Let's go into a town actually to show it off properly. Alrighty, so if we go to keep, as you can see, it has a nice little picture over here. It used to be all the same for every single keep you will go to. Now it's based on the culture of the settlement. And now if we go to arena as well, there's going to be another one. As you can see right here, they're fighting in the snow. And I'm pretty sure if you go into one all the way down here, there's going to be a desert scene and stuff of that nature. Next, we have custom battle numbers can now be entered directly, and this is in the custom battle feature. What's it called, in the main menu right under campaign. Next, we have some formation changes. The first one being you can assign companions as captains, and they will provide perks for the formations that you run during a battle. Next, troops with throwing weapons now have their own skirmisher category, no longer labeled as archers. Next one is horse archers will now maneuver better and now run straight into the enemy, so they will circle better than they used to. Archers will now move less and attack more. So this was a big problem where if you had some horses in the archer line, especially the AI archer line, like they will just keep moving back and never shoot. Now they will move more strategically and attack more. Next, we have AI make smarter decisions when it comes to formations overall. They will not call a shield wall if they do not have many shields, and so on. And the next one is better formations are now formed, bigger circles, overall positioning fixes for formations. And the last one is when a shield wall is called, units with shields will move to the front and pretty much in front of the units without shields in terms of infantry. And that's pretty much the big updates when it came to formations. And next we have is Azurai and overall character creation perks were slightly nerfed in terms of weapons and armors you would receive by picking specific what's it called, character traits. Next one we have is 13 athletic perks, 10 archery perks, and 8 crossbow perks were added. So if we go to our character and we go to athletics, a lot more of these were added with the icons as well. As you can see, this is kind of new, and a lot of other ones were added. If we go to bow and archery, hopefully this one is finally fixed. It actually got moved up as well. Next we have is the crossbow skills, and they were added as well. The icons were not added right now, unfortunately. Next, we have character skills are now generated based off their traits when they become an adult. There are a few templates for now. There's more to come in the future. So whenever your child in game becomes an adult, their character skills are going to be generated based off a few templates based off their traits that they have at birth. Next, we have companions that have escaped will now spawn to a closer settlement than before. So now they're not just going to spawn in some random settlement really far away. They're going to spawn a little bit smarter and a little bit closer so you can reach them. Next, we have policies were nerfed again in terms of influence. So influence went down again, and noble retinues had their size changed. So if we go over here, let's go to our kingdom. Do that later. Go to policies. A lot of these were changed and a lot of these were put down. And if we go to noble retinues, which is right over here, as you can see, it has went down again. I think it was 50. Now it is back. Now it's down to 40. So it keeps getting nerfed. Next, you have minor factions will now only join as mercenaries. There used to be a bug where they would join as vassals as well, but that is now fixed, and they will just join as mercenaries for your kingdom. Next, we have when a player is in a town and the owner of the town declares war on the player's faction, the player will receive a pop-up saying they have escaped from said town. Next, we have quests, and pretty much the in and out quest was added, and various quest adjustments were made as well, and I'm going to go more in detail in the next longer video that I have. And lastly, for single player, a lot of weapons, armors, and changes to various units were made as well. But again, I'm going to go over all of this in depth in a longer video I plan to upload sometime today. Now let's move on to multiplayer real quick and just end off this video because I don't want to make it too long. So first, we have 2 new skirmisher maps. One is called, if I say it wrong, it is what it is, Icarian, which is based in an imperial city with canals and a seaside. And then the next one is Port at Omar, which is based in a trading and fishing village. So after that, we have an insane amount of weapon and unit changes for every class and culture. These are nerfs and buffs that we have talked about in the previous Dev Talk videos, and I'm going to go into a lot further detail in the multiplayer video I plan to make later. Next, we have doing objectives in the siege game mode will now give you gold as well, such as pushing siege weapons, breaking down doors, and breaking enemy siege weapons. Next, we have clans can now be created, and they're pretty much you need 6 players in a party to create a clan. A clan has a tag, faction, and sigil to represent the clan. Also, a clan has a description, and the leader can post announcements, and also the leader can change the description as well. Next, we have clan matches can now be played versus other clans, and the results will be represented on the clan's stats. So you win, you get what's it called, 1 win, you lose, you get 1 loss on your stats. Next, we have is clan members can now invite their clan members to parties. It's a lot easier and it's a lot convenient in my opinion. It's very convenient. Next, we have is clan ranking leaderboard is added, and a rating system will come in the future as well. So right now we have just plain clan ranking that's based off your wins and losses, but later on they will have a rating system that will probably be based on, you know, the player's performance. Next, we have is a new feature that you can do in multiplayer, which is called spear bracing. I think this counters cavalry if I'm not mistaken, and this can be done with lances and pikes by pressing the X key while completely stopped. And this will pretty much counter, if I'm not mistaken, cavalry, and they will fall off their horse if they attack into you. And by the way, no clan stats and info will be transferred to live when it happens in the future, but the clan name that you have secured, it will be carried over. So that's pretty much all the changes, the most important changes in my opinion. Let me know if there's other changes you think should have made this list. Like I said before, I'm going to make 2 more videos, one for single player, one for multiplayer, and I'm going to go in depth. I'm going to show off more things, and yeah, it's probably going to be like a 30-40 minute video each. So Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I'm going to end this video the same way in most of my dev talk and update videos. I want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing good changes. There are a lot of bugs that need to be fixed, but I'm pretty sure they're going to get some hot fixes out in the next couple of days, right? Also, I have a video on how you can revert your game to any other patch. So if you do want to revert to a different patch and you don't want to play on this one, or if you're stuck on another one and you do want to play on this one, the link to that video will be down below. Also, I did start a Patreon, and it's nothing crazy. I'm just using it for basic support. There's no paywalling. My content will always be free. It's just another way to support me and what I do further. So if you are interested, check it out. The link will be down below. But hopefully this was informative. I try to keep it short. I try to just give you guys what it is. And yeah, the longer videos are coming later today. But without further ado, ask me any questions, concerns, and stay safe.